Hello, hello, I'm back. Got myself some tea. Can you hear it? That's my cup jingling from me stirring the tea with my spoon. So fucking exciting, isn't it, guys? Yeah, I'm feeling pretty energetic. Got my caffeine in today. So I'm back from my very exciting dishwasher trip. And yeah, we got, like, we finally got our hands on some, modern electric housework stuff. All those little helpful machines that I forget the name of, like a dishwasher or a dryer. Ooh, fancy that. A forlorn invasion. It seems to be the NPC because he lets himself get hit by all the poison projectiles. Okay, so I'm gonna have to postpone my exciting dishwasher monologue. Can I just spam my way through? Not really. It's so ass when the enemy can read your inputs. Holy shit. Yeah. Just perfect. Ooh. Never mind. Yeah, the Spontoon might have some ass damage for being a hybrid weapon. I'm getting punished for using a fun weapon. What do I get for him? Do I get anything? Well, better an effigy than nothing. Yeah, I think that's what all the FromSoft games do to a degree. If the weapon is a little too convenient or too how could I best describe it? If the weapon is too fun, if the weapon is too complex, like maybe it combines a couple of different, like it's a combined weapon, a combo weapon, hybrid weapon. Oh yeah, hybrid weapon. That's the term I was looking for. If it's like a hybrid weapon that can do many different things at the same time, then FromSoft feels like they are under the obligation to make damn sure that it can do both of those things that it can do worse than the other dedicated weapon, which it sounds nice in theory, but in practice, the weapon just ends up being quite useless. Oh! Oh! Hey, lucky me. Calculated, by the way. Hey, I had to go here anyway, so... What the hell is this rock here? A flying rock, huh? DS2 moment. Thank you, B-Team. Yo, my thoughts are scattered. Relatable. Holy shit, maybe I am going hollow in real life. I'm already 27, so that's like, I think I died like 5 times already. I'm turning hollow, guys. That's why I have such trouble, remembering the names of stuff, forgetting stuff that I was talking about like a minute ago. Or maybe I'm just easily distracted. Okay, so I was... yeah, I wanted to talk about, like... They just cannot let me do my thing. Whoa. He has quite a reaction to getting blasted by my Dark Orb. No! Now it's Sir Arston. Wait. Arbiter Spirit has been vanquished? What? So I got invaded, and not only that, I got invaded by like a blue Arbiter, I think. And he also immediately died. Holy shit, that must suck, because getting to invade someone as a blue is so rare in DS2 nowadays, because, well, you know, this game is like, what, 11 years old already? And he got killed immediately. I wonder if it was due to some bug. Get it? Bug? I just killed one. Or did he die himself for some reason? Or maybe he got unlucky and, I don't know, fell down a hole. Imagine that happening to you. Okay, so can you let me finish my silly ass monologue about dishwashers? So what I wanted to say this whole time is all those nice household appliances, I remembered that expression. The modern ones are pretty nice, I guess, but in the end, sometimes they really don't feel like they are all that convenient. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, dishwasher, so nice, but at least when it comes to our dishwasher, it's really not that easy to use it, actually. Like, if the dishes that you put in are a little too dry, like the food scraps on them dried out, then the dishwasher might not be powerful enough to clean them. You can get 2 different phantoms here for help. And also you have to, like, you know, it's connected to our pipes, so the water isn't a problem. But you have to, like, okay, that's an NPC, I know that invasion. And they are programmed to emote. How quirky. And also, like, you have to put in some salt into the dishwasher, which really surprised me, but the dishwasher uses water and soap, and also salt. Soap too. The special dishwasher soap. Huh. Wow! Wah! Wah! Mario, you fucking asshole! Where did my critical attack go? There it is. And you have to, you know, open the dishwasher, put all the stuff in, take all the stuff out. So it really doesn't feel like some huge upgrade from not having an automatic dishwasher. But would I go back to not having one? Hell no. I don't know. I don't know what I expected, I guess. And also I think, like, a dryer is, like, why do we even need it? We don't need it. What does it do? It dries. Okay. So we use electricity which costs money to dry out our cleaned clothes. Okay, cool, but why not just hang them outside and they will get dried on their own just through existing on the outside for free. Can those be poisoned? I don't think so. Man, this is so sad. Why do hexers get such as combo hybrid weapons compared to... I think a classic intelligence mage got the best deal out of all of them because they get a blue flame. Yo, I just remembered. I don't have to use the spell that buffs my weapon. I can just use a pine resin to buff my... What? I actually can't. Never mind. Okay, that's the biggest surprise of them all. I can buff it with a spell. I can buff my weapon with a spell, but not with a pine resin. Bruh. By the way, in case you didn't know, those leeches here are, from what I know, a good farm for Titanite chunks. What the hell are they doing? I'm the one that's supposed to walk around and wait for an opportunity to strike. Which, by the way, I think that's the core of why Dark Souls games are actually kinda ass when it comes to PvP. I can talk about how ass PvP in those games is like forever. Oh, look at Il, hello. Okay, I'm gonna rest to fix my weaponry, and I'm gonna see if, like, the statues shouldn't regenerate, right? Yeah. Huh. That's awesome. That would make farming, what the fuck? You again? That would make farming chunks here even easier. You only need to clean up this place once. Okay, that's a little unfair. Why do you get to 2v1 me? Holy shit! Dark Fog used up all my stamina to cast. Yo, it legit uses my entire stamina bar to cast Dark Fog. And then didn't even poison him. Okay, so I think that here we should be able to just solo him. I can solo him. Why do you get to invade me twice? At least they should have bothered to, like, make it a different NPC. He's got, like, no armor. I can stagger him easily. Even with the silly ass pontoon. Why was he so resistant to poison though? Usually a single dark fog is enough to poison pretty much anything. I can see those leeches being immune to poison, but player? Did I ever poison a red invader before, now that I think about it? I think I did. I definitely did poison like a human enemy, but there is a chance that they weren't red phantoms. So yeah, I think it's a part of why do Souls games kinda suck when it comes to PvP, is that the game is kinda made in such a way that the player is the one on the defensive at all times. The player is the one that, you know, reacts to what the enemy is doing. But when you put two defense specialists against each other, then it's very easy to create an awkward stalemate situation. Like both of them are encouraged to react, to, you know, wait for the other to do something first. Which isn't as much of a case anymore, because the games keep getting faster and faster, so there's that. At least. But still, it is a bit of an issue. By the way, I was thinking about Night Rain the other day. It will probably be like a couple gajillion years before I actually uploaded this video, then you see it, so maybe there have been a couple of patches that make my opinion here outdated. But still, like, how do you feel about Night Rain? Because a lot of people are like, they see it as a cash grab, which it kinda is. I mean, come on, it's like an asset flip game. Right, I need a key to go there. But truth be told, I actually don't mind. Like, I know I've beaten all those enemies, all those bosses before. Like, the only new unique enemies are the final bosses. I have to get to the cavern. Okay. I have 66 dark orbs. You guys are fucked. Better put my stuff in the right hand so that I can keep the torch lit. Oh! Ouch. See? A single dark fog was enough to poison him. But personally, I kinda like this idea of Night Rain being the callback game. Like, I really love boss fights in general. Huh. Holy shit, this stuff has some insane damage. So like challenging myself against the same bosses, but like with a slightly different setup or a different character. I actually quite like that. I really don't mind at all. And even if it's like an I especially like it when those are like bosses that are taken from their previous titles, because you might not feel like, most people do not feel like replaying a whole another game just so that they can experience the bosses from that game. Especially given how some of those games are like PlayStation exclusives and such. But those won't make it, I think, to Night Rain anyway. so maybe that's not the best point to make. But have I done everything that I can here? I think I did. Okay, so dark fog time, Spontoon. Let's do this. I hope the Rotten isn't too resistant to dark. I haven't checked. But yeah, if those are like some cool enemies from the previous games, like the best, most memorable bosses, I truly don't mind. I think it's nice to like have an opportunity to fight them just by having like a 40-minute game, because that's roughly how long a round of Night Rain takes, around 40 minutes. And so instead of making a new character in the other games and beating the entire game to reach the cool final boss, like, I don't know, no, not him, the Nameless King, for example, that is, I think, one of the best choices that they could have made for a callback boss, because he is like very fun to fight. He's really like strong but also fair. So yeah, that was a great idea in my opinion. And I would much rather, you know, play some Night Rain and hope for him to spawn than have to beat the entirety of Dark Souls 3 only so that I can fight him there once. I wonder if the Rotten can be poisoned. But for a like I like to call Night Rain the FromSoft All Stars. If you look at it this way, like it really doesn't sound all that bad anymore. It's like a game that they can use to put all of their stuff into for a roguelike experience, which is quite nice. But I think you will agree with me that I think that there is much too little content in Night Rain for a game that wants to be a roguelike. Like, holy shit, seriously. There's like 8 final bosses only? That's nothing. And the callback bosses from the previous games, there are like 2 of them per game. Oh, I got grabbed. Oopsie doopsie. Holy shit, what is he? This animation is kinda broken. Ow. No! Okay, I didn't expect him to be able to attack that soon after a grab attack. I was hoping that he would be locked in some kind of an animation. But at least now we know that he can be poisoned. So that's nice. But yeah, there's like 2 bosses per previous game only as a callback. Which, like, damn. The callback bosses are the part of the Night Rain that I was most excited about. And there's only 2. And also the choices, some of them are great, right, like the Nameless King, but some of them are complete ass. Like, they took Smelter Demon and Duke's Dear Freya from DS2? Bruh. Holy shit. Those are like the most boring bosses that they could have picked. Freya is just a fucking slog to fight. It takes forever because of all the webs and the infinitely spawning spiders, which are frankly just annoying, nothing more. And Smelter Demon is exceptionally easy. Like, they sped him up a little, only by a bit, and gave him like a color change mechanic, it's actually kinda cool. Ooh. Like, why not Dark Lurker? Dark Lurker. Yeah. Holy shit, I ran out of stamina dodging. Huh. DS2 moment. Dark Lurker is one of the most liked, unique bosses of DS2 that would fit perfectly into Night Rain because he splits into two at some point. So it would fit perfectly into the multiplayer aspect of the game. But FromSoft was like, nah, actually there's time for a third Smelter Demon encounter. You had a red one, you had a blue one. Now let's have a red one that turns into a blue one. Like, they have so much to pick from. So many bosses and enemies and regular enemies from the other games to choose from. And they imported almost none of them. And not even, like, they don't even have to import enemies from, like, the previous games. Like, there's a lot more enemies within Elden Ring universe. Not like Dark Souls universe, but Elden Ring itself. There's plenty to choose from just Elden Ring and Elden Ring DLC. But so far, the only ones that made it, I think, the Golden Hippo, and that's it. What the fuck? Like, seriously, someone said it once, I forgot whom, but someone said it that it's not a bad game, but if you put like 100 hours into it, which isn't a lot for a roguelike, mind you, it's a lot in general, like you get your money's worth at least. But yeah, it isn't a lot in general. Then you've probably experienced all the cool stuff that there is to experience. And it sucks, man. What else is there to say? I'm gonna go grab the Sunken King DLC bonfire quickly. What else is there to say that it fucking sucks? They have such an infinite potential for a game with everything. That you can put a gajillion hours into, just port the enemies. All of those games were using the same engine anyways, it should be easy. Like, they have the same shitty netcode, come on guys. But at least Night Rain is much better optimized than regular Elden Ring. Seriously, it runs much better, much smoother for me, which is so funny. Closed? Alright, I think I need a key to enter. Whoops. Huh, light torch. Well, no biggie. Okay, so I got the soul that I wanted, but I just remembered that I also need to find these, you know, the other boss soul trader. So I don't get to play with the new weapon for now. That's us. That I have already. What the fuck? All the dead ones sound gets you numbness. Yo. A staff, a buff that uses a staff. A hex buff for the staff. That's actually quite awesome. But I want the crypt sword, crypt greatsword too much. But it actually is quite awesome that, you know, for the next time that I beat him, I also get to, you know, get something nice out of it. Reduces received damage but darkens one side. Yeah, it's such a meme. Such a meme side effect too. I have that already. I'm not going to consume any souls before I check with Ornifex whether she has some better things to offer for them. Tea time. Speaking of Ornifex, I only have a single branch of yore, so I better keep it for her. What should I spend my souls on? Still not enough twinklings for a full upgrade of anything. So I guess I will just dump my souls into levels. Okay, so let's go with strength and dex, I guess. And maybe int and faith. Huh. 4 levels at once. Wowee zowie. Okay, so I'm only 5 levels away from reaching my goal of having level 200, because I think that at level 200 you actually reach like the upper limit, so that I can still have some fun with the PvP. Like, I know that I keep trashing the PvP, but I think it's nice that it is there at least. Like, you know, you made a whole ass character for the game, you might as well try to defeat other people with it. But yeah, I'm getting like second thoughts. Maybe I should just abandon this idea and just level up infinitely, because I don't really plan on, like, I don't plan on playing this game, you know, all that much, actually. What should I do? Maybe, you know what, I think that maybe what I should do is, maybe I will like have some fun with level 200 PvP and then go to New Game Plus 2. I think that's the best of both worlds. Holy fucking holy guacamole. Do I hate this word? Fuck. I hate world. I hate the world. And also the word word. These are the bane of my existence. Why do I have such trouble pronouncing them? I don't know. God damn, all the weapons, all the dark weapons that I have are kinda ass. Well, the sacred chime hammer is hella strong, that's for sure. You know what? Why not? But I'm overloaded. Anything that I can equip, that, yeah, that will do. Fits well enough into my build. Also, I can, yeah, I can buff it too. That will be some good damage. Yeah, the unique heavy attack. Did you know that it is actually thanks to Dark Souls 2 that we have such a thing as weapon arts? Hey, you can shit on Dark Souls 2 as much as you want, like the game definitely has flaws, but there are so many different ideas that they explored in this game that made it into the future games. That it would be nice if people at the very least, you know, respected that. It's like an experiment kind of a game. Experimental game. Which is cool. It's a thing that I've noticed about myself, is that quite often I most enjoy like games, art, music, people that... Oh, what the hell? Ah, rubbish. Ah, fuck. I didn't know. Like, did I hit it before actually? Maybe on accident and I didn't notice? Ah, fuck. I hate destroying loot. I bet it was something great. I bet it was like the greatest item ever, actually. And I just destroyed it. I bet it was like 10 twinkling titanites and 10 petrified dragon bones. For real. Well, shit happens. But yeah, when it comes to like games, art and such stuff, I think the experimental, weird, schizophrenic stuff is what I enjoy the most. Laugh all you want, but that's how I am. Like for example, when it comes to music, if you know, then you know, there is this guy called Neil Cicierega, and he made some original music albums, but also quite a lot of parodies and remixes of songs that are like completely on the opposite end of the spectrum when it comes to like genre of music, like metal and pop. So he combines like songs that are seemingly completely opposite to each other, but he combines them in such a way that they actually sound pretty good together. But then again, keep in mind that from time to time he makes a banger, he makes an incredibly awesome song out of that. But sometimes he completely misses and makes like the worst auditory experience that you've ever heard. So it's a bit of a hit or miss, but I think that's the beauty of it. That, you know, he keeps experimenting. There should be a butterfly over here, right? Yeah. Isn't it funny how like I have trouble remembering names of things, but I still, up to this day, remember the placement of some random butterflies in DS2 for some loot that isn't even all that important. Yo, chill out, guy. No item. I was pretty sure I would get an item for killing them. Whatever. Yeah, I think that's the beauty of it, that they keep experimenting with stuff. And why aren't you petrified, bruh? And sometimes they make like the most beautiful stuff that there is out there. And sometimes the experiment just doesn't work. My friend is getting impatient. I said that I will talk to him in like half an hour, but yeah. I really don't want to like stop halfway through the area, but I think I have to, like, my friend leaves in like half an hour himself. So I only have half an hour of friend time, so yeah, sorry for the abrupt ending, but he is one of those friends. I'm sure you have like at least one friend like that too, that he's like a ghost, he rarely appears. It's like a bit of a celebration that he is actually online and even wants to talk, and he has time for talking. You know? So you have to cherish friends like that and the rare times that they appear on. Yeah, so see ya. Thank you.